hear something now. I can hear that too. Can you guys hear that out there?
All right.
Give us a little mic test and see if we're too loud or if we sound all right.
Yeah, can you hear us both?
Should they be hearing us, Meg? We good? We good? Did you? How much? What is it? Really?
You're welcome.
She'd ask me. You could have got more. You guys hear us out there? Ronnie, can you hear, you can hear me, can you hear? Mickey's going to do a mic check here.
Ronnie, can you hear both of us or just Nate?
All right, buddy, thanks.
All right, good deal. So we know we have volume. If you're just tuning in, this is the monthly O'Brien's 9-ball event. Race to 7 on the winner's side, race to 5 on the 1-loss side. At the table, we got Mike Frantz versus Tyler Cordova. Mike Frantz from Owensboro. Tyler is from the Vincennes area. Got a lot of good, strong players here. Chris Austin and Will Freeman, Mike Broucher, Mike Frantz, Jason McPherson. Of course, Nate McGahey, who's joining me in the booth here, just came off a pretty big win against Matt Madden. Yeah, welcome, Nate.
Thank you, buddy. It's always good to be here. Good tournament. Strong field.
They're a little tougher to field this time of the year, with the weather being so nice.
Yeah.
But $50 entry still makes for a pretty good payout.
Yeah.
And some good competition.
Yep. It's the player auction kind of recognized that because a guy can get a bad roll and there's so many players capable of just stringing racks together.
You're right.
And these tables playing fast makes it more open too.
Looks like Tyler's got a pretty open chance here to close out the first game. He's got to come around a little bit here, but I'm sure he's okay with this. Tables have all been recovered just this week, so they're playing pretty fast.
I can tell. I made a lot of my runs a lot harder than they should have been.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, that also creates some more slide on a new table. And,
right.
Balls are all nice and clean and polished. Tyler came a little long on that, or a little short, however you want to look at it. But
doesn't look like a horrible cut in the side, but header.
guys, if you got a second, take a minute to share the link. Good shot by Tyler there to jump out 1-0.
Big shot there.
If you don't mind, hit the share button. Let's grow our viewing audience here, and feel free to talk on the commentary there. Let's get some conversation going. Answer some questions if you got them.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. That's right. I'm gonna go in here and share it myself. I'm going to have a couple of words with my wife, who just walked in here.
I'll share it too.
And there we go. I shared. Be a follower. I normally tell people not to be a follower, but in this case, be a follower and share it.
Looks like he's in pretty good shape. That 6 passes, it looks like.
And that puts us at 1-1 with Mike getting out there. Sorry, a little sidetracked, but I'm with you now. Guys, you can check out the Evansville Pool Players page, Evansville Pool Players and Tournaments page on Facebook, and you can see our tournaments for the next 3 or 4 months. We normally keep about a four-month update going on. We do a 9-ball or 8-ball tournament once a month, and then we mix in some other stuff here from time to time. We're looking at some different stuff to do right now. And, at any rate, it's always a good tournament, good field, good participation.
What do I go to get it to show? What link? Okay.
Well, I mean, Tyler can clip the 2-ball here, but I don't see where he can do much more than a safety.
Yeah, that's not what he was intended. I think he's wanting to get back there behind the 4.
Yeah, I think he went behind him. Ball's in the middle of the table there, and
You don't want to leave Mike an open table if you can keep from it.
no, if he's got a wide open table, nothing touching him, you can usually bet that Mike's probably out.
Yeah. Which tables are playing a little fickle, so it's going to take a while to get adjusted. I shot a 5-ball ago and tried to draw a foot, and I thought I was going to leave by the side pocket. I froze myself on the end rail. Made every one of my runs way harder.
I just lost. Didn't necessarily play bad. My opponent shot 4 low ball combinations against me.
Oh, man,
somewhere between a 1 and the 4 to the 9, 4 times.
That's brutal. Who was you playing?
Kerry Martin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, whenever the rolling that way in a 7's not a real long race. And with this new cloth, it makes them break really well. Frantz shoots a save. Looks like he hit a pretty good one, too.
Well, that was rough there. Tyler's facial expression shows it.
Yeah.
Tyler plays with a lot of motion anyway.
Right.
I seen him in here a few weeks ago. He was gambling some $50 sets on this same table. I mean, 2 or 3 times in the same 30, 45-minute stretch. The cue ball went flying around into the window, hit it the window twice, and never broke it.
Oh, my gosh.
Told me, hey, you gotta let that motion go. It's not a game you can use that kind of emotion with.
Oh, I don't know if that's good or not.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's got it.
Okay.
Yeah, the balls are coming a little long. We're sliding. The English ain't taking like you expected.
Yeah, you got to turn that into concentration. You can't.
Right.
Once your head's not in it, you're already beat.
Yeah, it ain't like a contact sport where you get frustrated. You can go tackle your opponent or elbow them. You can't do that here.
No.
You got to shake it off.
It's such a complex game that you got to keep your head right.
And I've been known to get frustrated, but I'll let my yell out and I'm past it.
Yep.
You can't stick with it. Mike takes a 2-1 lead. Short race to 7.
On them kicks, a lot of times, a lot of times you're better off to just slow roll them, knowing that you can, when you know you can leave your opponent a bank or something more difficult as opposed to just firing that out.
Right. That's a mistake a lot of people make. They don't, when they look at a kick, they're playing for a hit.
Right.
Versus really looking at it and playing to hit the right side of the ball so you know where the cue ball's going.
That's when they need to study the pros and watch some of them Like when Bergman was playing Dominguez, with time after time, coming 2 rails and graze the ball and lock him at the other end. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, those guys aren't kicking for a hit.
Oh, they're playing for
Either
for a
make
spot
ball
on the
or
other end of the
defense,
table. Yeah. You see him do it once, you're like, man, that guy's lucky. And you watch him do it 10 times in a row, you're like,
Right.
brutal.
So anybody out there watching, you guys got any tournaments coming up anywhere we can promote for you? Or? I understand the train wreck's looking to put something back together in Benton.
That'd be good.
I don't know what the date was, but I seen Billy Jamerson on here a little bit ago. Billy might be able to give a little detail on that.
Billy Jamerson's a great promoter of the sport.
You know, he's in the Southern Illinois region, which there's a lot of pool. It's nice to have that kind of pool of people to pull from.
Oh, yeah.
I just said pool like 3 times with 3 different meanings.
Yeah, it is. Yep. It's a word with many meanings. Irregardless of how many times you say it.
That's right.
Irregardless.
Irregardless.
Regardless and irregardless, same meaning.
I know it's still early for some pool players. It's only 20 to 2, and they're still half asleep. But let's wake up, folks, and watch some pool. And let's hear your comments, or see your comments anyway. You'll hear mine and Nate's.
Toby Peterson, he's probably watching us from the golf course.
Yeah, there's a good chance he's got his cell phone attached up to his golf cart.
Yeah. Knowing Toby, he's probably got a flat screen on his golf cart.
Yeah.
And you know he's got a case of beer.
He does play a little bit of golf.
Yeah. He's fun.
Sloppy Joe's on here. Joe Steinhauer. Joe's a pool player from over in here now, Brazil. We don't call him Sloppy Joe for any reason. Not that he stops balls in a lot.
Just goes with his name.
He just likes manwich. You know? That's all it is.
Yeah, he might pick up a sponsor. Like I'm extra sloppy. Come and get your sloppy Joe. Back off, lunch lady. You're creeping us out. Look at this.
Ooh, Tyler with a big shot there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can make this 3-ball. He might be able to, but at any rate, that was a big shot.
And if not, it looks like he should be able to come off that end rail, side rail and maybe stick it.
Andrea, we have 22 or 23 players today.
Is that all we ended up with?
Yeah. I figured it'd be a slow. September's tough. August and September are both kind of tough months sometimes. The weather's just so unpredictable, and it's nice. And a lot of people plan to get in, then you get a beautiful day like you got today, and like, oh, I got to get some yard work done, and they do that.
Did you do a 24-man bracket, or did you go ahead and do a 32-man bracket?
I never run an odd number bracket. I always run 32, 16 because the buys get really funny if you run a different bracket other than 8s.
Right.
And Mike opts for a safety there, which was a good one, but I would have been okay shooting the 3-ball and just coming up for the 4. But still, it's a good safety.
Yeah.
It's a good chance to get out.
You got basically one option where you can come off the side rail with the little inside.
We did have about 35 or 6 committed to play, but that don't mean they're going to play on the day of. And like I said, we're used to it happening. Just it happens a little worse this time of the year.
Trying to get that last bit of summer out.
But at any rate, we're going to put a good stream on, and we'll get some commentary, and people get to watch some good pool, and someone's going to make a decent Saturday money. You know?
Oh yeah.
There's a tournament in Owensboro tonight. I forget. Goldens runs a weekly tournament. I'm going to look now and just see.
Ooh, it might have got a little tough. All right.
Mike got real tough.
They're running that 500 and under tournament, I think, also, aren't they? Here in town?
Yeah, there is. There's actually 3 tournaments going on. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
Mike says I can kick 2.
Jeez.
They're running 3 tournaments in town. There's a 500 and Fargo rated under event. Then there's this, of course, our Open, and there's a 2s and 3s tournament put on by the APA League operators over at the Eagles. The APA operators.
I think you need to make.
Bobby won. What was the score?
Wow.
All right, Jason McPherson and Vince Parsons on table one. Jason McPherson, Vince Parsons, table one. Do we know who was over the table? Yeah, you was on it. I got your score, Zach. You lost 7-6, right? Yeah, you lost 7-6.
Austin and Ratcher.
Mindy and Vince. Mindy. Who won? I do not won. Who won? What was the score? Don't make me come over there. Oh, I won't repeat that out loud either.
You already went through the winners? Oh, yeah, because there's buys.
Ryan Hamlin, table 3. Darren Miller, Bobby Ally, table 2. Hey, Steve Bridges and Reedus May. How are you doing, buddy? Reedus over there in the across the bridge, that money-saving bridge, as they like to call it. Or the car dealerships do anyway. I went over there and bought my car. I'm not so sure I saved a bunch of money, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see. I think I was saying the Goldens has their tournament tonight. I'm trying to think of what it is. Godin's runs a 9-ball handicap tournament tonight. It's a ball spot event. And I think, yeah, I got the score correct here, 4-1. I'm doing 2 or 3 things at once, so I'm kind of, I get a little behind every now and then. You know what happens. I only got 2 hands, and one of them's got to hold my cigarette, so. You guys can't see it, but right in front of us, we got some bank game going on the 9-footers. Always some good bank games going on here. Got 2 9-foot tables here. Tyler's firing at the 9-ball and didn't get to go in, but didn't leave an easy shot. Three rails, the only way to do it. Missed that 7, trying to get back for the 8. I didn't have to leave anyway, except for straight in. Folks, it looks like they got a couple spots left open at Golden's at Owensboro tonight. If you're wanting to look for somewhere to play some pool, well, get over there. It's a 9-ball spot handicap, somewhere between a 4 and a 10, I believe. I think basically you're spotting a ball for every point difference in the game. Tyler had a chance there to, you know, get 4-2 instead of 5-1, but he rose up behind the 9-ball, trying to shoot the 8, and has to kick at it. And he gets a hit, but just doesn't leave a shot, or leaves a shot for Mike to get out. Doesn't make the shot. Folks, if you're just tuning in, this is the monthly O'Brien's tournament here in Evansville, Indiana, brought to you by On Cue Billiards and Broadcasting Network. We have a tournament each month here, 8-ball or 9-ball. We normally have 2 9-balls and an 8-ball. Sometimes it's full and sometimes it's not. But no matter what, we're going to have it. We are starting a 16-man Sunday tournament starting September the 16th. It'll be cut off to 16 players. It's going to be a points tournament where you earn points for playing and participating, and based on how well you've done. And the top 16 point getters will be competing in the final event we got the date set for that. And we take money each week from the entry to put into that to make it a nice added tournament. We're looking to have 1,000 or 2,000 added. And we're actually also talking to a couple other venues that might be willing to do it as well. So we could have some really nice money added to a 16-person tournament. Well, again, Tyler came up behind the ball, the 9-ball again. And he didn't swing at it this time. He just tied some balls up. He's going to try to get himself another opportunity at the table. I don't think he's going to like it anymore than the last shot, but well, maybe he will. You know, that new cloth, the ball's drawing like crazy, and so it makes a big difference to try to play position, especially when you're trying to stop a ball when you're that close to it. Missed it and left, you know, for a player like Mike Frantz, he's left a pretty easy shot for him. So we have 6-1. Tyler won the first game, and it's been all Mike from here. It's the Owensboro way. You gotta love some 9-ball. You know, some crazy rolls, 9-ball falls in, and Mike Minister whack himself there. I mean, he did make a ball, but he don't like what he's shooting at here. Not one bit, I don't believe. And that ball will bank, but I mean, it's kind of swinging. He would have definitely had a shot on the 2 if the ball's laid up the same way by making the shot, but you never know. I mean, I can't say never know. You can figure out where he would have hit it, where the balls would have went based on making it. Tyler gets a little side pocket titty love, and Tyler's a little frustrated right now. Some of the rows that either he's got or that he's created. It's easy to get frustrated in a short race. Get your mind out of the game. I tell you, Mike got a little titty love. That cue ball could have came around and got behind that trio down there on the spot. But now he's got at least a drawback where he can do something with the safety or break them out. But he gets none of them. But oh, stop! You don't want to be there. Well, he definitely had some juice on that ball. Mike's just going to add to the equation in the middle of the table there and try to make Tyler do some work. You know, I don't think the 5 goes anywhere, so I assume he's going to play some type of safety. I can't tell if the 5 would pass by the 8 or by the 9 without hitting it. Looks like he's going to try to put the cue ball back up behind the 7, 8, 9 there and put the 5 down here. But you got to be careful. You put that 5 ball too close to the pocket, and you know, it makes for an easier kick shot. Yeah, he just used the 9 ball to stop the 5 ball. And I mean, he did leave Mike, I think, where Mike can probably touch that 5 ball. But if you can touch it, you can also cut it. I don't know, at 6-1, if I may be tempted to try it, it's maybe a downfall sometimes. You get relaxed. Trying to see if we get a different view of that. We can see. Yeah, I think he can touch it. He can't make it, I don't believe it. Well, no, I guess I was wrong. He can make it, and he made it, and probably a shot that got him out. And I don't think I'm going to say that no more, because every time I do, they don't get out. You got two? Oh. I sure didn't against him.
I did like on a couple. You kept leaving bad, you know.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong.
First two. This is one. This is two.
The first two?
Yep. That's the way we're doing it.
Like one all the way down.
No, this one I turned one off.
Oh.
Since no one's sitting there. This is what your feedback is, so you can hear yourself louder or quieter. And of course, master is master. If you want to sound like chipmunk, hit that right there.
See, I think everybody played Will Freeman, Terry Schmidt, and Mike Bratcher. What table was you on?
This is on 6.
Terry Schmidt, Mike Bratcher, table 6. Terry Schmidt, Mike Bratcher, table 6.
Who'd you get for 100?
Huh?
Who'd you get for 100?
Jason Pearson. Is that it? All right, Mike Frantz comes off with a pretty big win, 7-1 after losing the first rack, and just kind of, just played good, got a couple rolls here and there, and that's all it takes. Let me get my bracket updated here. Let's see, look for the next match. Kerry Martin and Zach Western.
So 3 back-to-back for him.
Kerry. Oh, we can just, we can put Terry Schmidt and Mike Bratcher up here instead. Yeah, do that. Grab Mike and Terry Schmidt. Right here. Where? Here. Oh, we're playing on tape? Yep. All right, coming up, Terry Schmidt, a.k.a. Schmitty, and Mike Bratcher's coming to the TV table. If I get my mic to work here. Not Mike V. Bratcher, but just Mike Bratcher. And Terry Schmidt, let's reset some scores. And we're good. Opponents are coming to the tables and ready to get this thing rolling.